Sleeping with another man's wife in Nigeria, is it a crime or is it a criminal offense? Now, the answer is not as simple as it looks. Quite recently, Frank Edoho, the former TV host of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, have come out to say that his marriage to Sandra has crashed. And they've been separated for like 2 years and they are currently going through divorce proceedings. But trust the internet went on wildfire for a different reason entirely. And that is, Frank has alleged that his wife had been having an affair with Chike, a popular singer. Beyond the social media drama, let me answer the question that most of you are asking. Is it a crime for a man to commit adultery with another man's wife in Nigeria? Now, the answer to this question depends on the part of the country you are. For instance, if you are in the southern part of the country, adultery is not a criminal offense. A man cannot be arrested or sent to prison merely because he committed adultery with another woman. Even if the man is being caught on the matrimonial bed of the other man, he cannot be held or arrested for adultery. That means that if you are in Port Harcourt, you are in Lagos, you are in Enugu, and you commit adultery, you cannot be arrested or even sent to prison for that because it is not a crime. The law sees it as a marital issue and not a criminal one. On the other hand, in the northern part of the country, particularly the state that operates Sharia law or the penal code, adultery is seen as a criminal offense. In fact, there was a recent case in Abuja where a magistrate court sentenced 2 lovers to 3 months in prison for adultery with an option of a fine. In other words, under section 387 and 388 of the penal code, adultery is seen as a criminal offense, and it applies to men and women subject to customary or Sharia law where extramarital sex is an offense. It can attract a penalty of up to 2 years in prison, a fine, or both. So the law is not the same across the country. Now, what about Frank Edoho? Can he sue Chike? Under the Matrimonial Causes Act, Frank can use the adultery as grounds of divorce. He can even join Chike as a co-respondent in the divorce petition and claim damages from him. But he cannot get the police to arrest Chike if they are in the south. So what is the lesson here? First, adultery is a criminal offense under the northern Nigeria and it can send you to prison if you are not careful. Second, in the southern Nigeria, it is not a crime, but it can cost you heavily in a divorce court. The husband can claim damages from the man who has slept with his wife. Third, just because something is not a crime does not mean it is right. Stay away from people's marriage. It can ruin your reputation, it can cost you money, and in some parts of Nigeria, it can even send you to prison. And remember, ignorance of the law is not an excuse.